Hi guys. Welcome to Daily Tips with Monica. Please make sure you hit that like button. If you want to share me out, share me out. If you want to share me out to all different platforms. Um, what we're gonna do today is what we're gonna talk about today is why holding a grudge is bad for you and how to let it go. Um, Holding grudges can hold us back, but healing can always happen overnight. When we forgive, we free ourselves. So letting go creates growth. Then we can heal. Our hearts become open again to others if we let go of a grudge. We stop seeing ourselves as the victims, but rather the victors. This doesn't lessen the accountability you may need to give another person. It just ensures that you do not mishandle them or yourself or anyone else for that matter. Know that people may hurt us, but they don't have the power over us. And that's the thing that I struggle with. Like I struggle with holding grudges and then it filters on to other parts of my life or it lingers on and then I let it affect my relationships or whatever. And I'm just praying and asking God to help me to release those grudges and release those negative thoughts that that come up in my mind that because like no one is perfect, and sometimes you can be back in a better place, but it's sometimes you just have to let these things go. And I'm praying, and I don't. It's time to let go of some grudges. If it needs some time for you to let go of some grudges, then let go of those grudges. Um, so know that forgiving someone is something we do for ourselves, like I was talking about yesterday, not for another person's benefit. It is the healthier, strongest way to be. However, it does not mean that a person should stay in our life. Still, if you don't try, you won't find out if it's possible for a person to be redeemed. Redemption is possible. You don't want someone to give you the chance to be better, so find it in your heart to let go of a grudge. Holding a grudge, guys, won't get you anywhere faster and will ultimately slow you down. So, release the need to prove yourself right all the time. Release the need to assert your need over any someone else's. And release the grudges, even if you still have to say goodbye. So, here are some tips, guys, that can help you with how to stop holding grudges. The first thing is don't play the victim. To overcome a grudge, you must leave the victim mentality behind you and allow yourself to feel the pain, knowing that also that a grudge prolongs the healing process. Establish boundaries and visualize releasing the grudge to start to free yourself. Instead of playing the victim, see yourself as the hero of your own story, willing to let the grudge go to create the best possible life for yourself. So, no, don't play victim. Do not play the victim role as though like, you know, you know, like you're the reason why things are happening in my life, and I'm holding this grudge in my heart because you hurt me, you did me this way. Um, I understand it's easy to hold a grudge, but you have to let that grudge go because you know what, you became out victorious in the situation because you let a situation go. And that's my thing is I had held a grudge for so long, and now I'm trying my best to not play the victim and just know that I am the overcomer because I'm no longer dealing with that anymore. I'm no longer letting someone bring me down. I'm actually allowing myself to come up. So I don't have to play the victim. I am the victor. And that means is I'm no longer going through those things that I am going through, that I had went through. I am taking control over my life, and I am going to allow good things to happen in my life, not those things that don't serve me any good. The second thing is don't vilify the other person. Focus less on vilifying the person and more on their intent. Life is not always not about it's not always black and white. Your feelings were hurt, but that may not have been the person's intentions. It was, if it was, remove them. However, if miscommunication was removed from the world, we'd have far less broken heart and hurt feelings. Try to communicate with the other person if possible to understand what happened on their ends and why things went the way they did. You may need to step back and does realize not everything everybody does is because of you. It could be a reflection of how they are doing or something they are struggling with in their own life. Try to give them the benefit of the doubt before making them into a villain of your story. So don't vilify a person. Sometimes people go through things in life or going through things in life, and sometimes the communication can be off, and you may be feeling like, because that's just me. Because me, I always go to a negative place, and like I said, I got to get rid of this negative, nasty person in my head. Like if it feels like my mind just automatically go to you a bad person. You have to get me, but I need to get rid of that because sometimes people go through things in life. And sometimes, it's not nothing personal against you personally. They're just going through something, and sometimes they may not communicate it well to you, but know that it's nothing personal against you. And if a person is intentionally doing something to you, and then you need to remove them from your life. So don't vilify the other person sometimes. Sometimes it could be just a misunderstanding. And sometimes it's okay to give people a benefit of the doubt. And that's what I'm gonna have to work on. Like, y'all, I know, like I said, I can admit when I need work, and I can tell you, I'm, I can hold a grudge, and as well, guys, I have trust issues. Like I told y'all yesterday, I do have a couple trust issues, but I'm willing to try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Even I'm trying to remove the negative thoughts and the negative emotions that come along with letting people in, because a lot of people have burned me. Even here on YouTube, a lot of people have burned me that make it hard for me to trust an individual. But I'm to the point now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just continue to just push people away because you feel as though everybody out to get you. Some people are genuine. Sometimes it just you just be afraid, and you just don't want to let nobody in. So the third thing is remove the emotions and see the truth. When someone is struggling, they don't always know how to put it into words and speak kindness. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person and remove your emotions from the situation and help them. Sometimes you have to be the one to say, I'm sorry first, because you have an emotional capacity for self reflection, even if they don't. Give them the chance to also own up, and your relationship with them may be strengthened. Talk using I statements like, I feel this because this happened. Not, yeah, you did this to me. This will help the other person become accountable without feeling attacked. So remove your emotions and see the truth. So if someone is struggling with something, or they may have, it says here, they don't know how to put their word together and speak kindness, and you may have, sometimes you have to be the bigger person and apologize. Me, I am, if I am, I, well, let me take that back. sometimes it used to be so hard for me to say I'm sorry. But now the person that I am, if I know that I could do better at the way I communicate, or I may have said some stuff that kind of out of pocket, I know for myself I need to. I hold myself accountable, and I be like, I'm sorry, like poor choice of words, because sometimes we can't use poor choice words, and we have to use self reflection. Like, do you really have to use them kind of words? And so you have to be yourself. You have to be the one to own up to your part in it. Because if not, then you won't be able to move forward and you'll still be stuck in this same place. So we have to learn how to communicate and remove our emotions and see the truth and say, I feel like this because this happened. So I'll be like, I feel like, you know, you did this. I feel like this because of this. Or you did no, or not you did this to me. Say my feelings was hurt because I feel a little disappointed because, and you know what I'm saying, it's not letting the person feel like they actually did something to you. You're actually telling them, my feelings was a little hurt, but you know what? I'm not trying to attack you. I'm actually trying to get an understanding. Sometimes it's just best to get an understanding because you don't want to come off as being selfish and mean. The fourth thing is act with kindness. You can always say, talk to me, what's really going on. You tell me you're fine, but how are you really? And so, as I was saying, everyone appreciate this. It also helps them to let their guard down with you. Maybe their actions isn't about you, or maybe they are. But if you say this to them, you won't have any regrets. You will do things no matter what and show them your maturity, that you refuse to be reactive just because they know how to get under your skin. You respond instead. You may even get help for them. So act with kindness. Ask them what's really going on. Um, and tell them to talk to you. So it's okay to be kind to people. And I have to tell myself that because sometimes I struggle when I hold a grudge against somebody they done did something to me, like at work or something, and I like I ain't fooling with you no more. You don't even look my direction because I ain't finna speak to you. Don't ask me nothing. But you know what? That's not the right way to be. You still have to be kind to people. And you know what I'm saying? It's hard to be kind and do something for people when they actually done did something to you. But you have to just sometimes kindness show says you know, only thing to me kindness says that you know what, I'm mature enough to let this go. And I refuse to let holding a grudge stop me from getting my blessings. So I'm going to treat you with kindness. The fifth thing is if it's time, let the relationship go. It's not about, whether you believe people can change or not. It's giving the opportunity for them to show you that they are more than the sum of their mistakes. So are you. Allowing for such humanity is both healing and humbling, even if they were at fault. It doesn't mean you need to only see them for their worst moments. If someone did something truly hurtful with the intent to hurt, then it is okay to let them go. A life joy comes from positive connections with others. If this particular connection is no longer serving as a source of good energy, feel free to leave it to the past and move on to finding better relationships. Once you let go of the grudge you had with the other, you'll find you have more energy to vote to new connections. So it's okay to let a bad relationship go. especially if they're intentionally hurting you. And know that you don't have to hold a grudge. You know that you did everything possible that you can to make it work, and they're intentionally doing things to disrespect you and not make it work, then or do something and is more negative than positive. Then it's time to let that thing go. So don't feel slighted because you had to let it go. You had to do it for your peace and for your energy, because then you could be devoted on making new connections. The sixth thing is see forgiveness as a strength. I know we talked about forgiveness earlier, but if there is an opportunity to give someone the benefit of the doubt, take it, because you know what, you will want them to give you the same kind of benefit. It doesn't mean that you're weak to let the grudge go. It's the opposite. It takes a lot of strength, guys, to start over, to forgive, and let kindness win. It takes strength to put the ego aside for empathy. We don't know what road someone has traveled to get where they are. All we can do is walk beside them in the time we have given to us. And we can even help change their course for the better. So don't see forgiveness as weakness. See forgiveness as strength. You can forgive someone, and if you choose to forgive someone, you let the grudge go, and you want to start all over and forgive and be kind to them, then that says that you have a lot of strength. And that says that your ego is not that big that you can't forgive somebody, because guess what, you may have wronged someone and you want someone to forgive you. So in order for you to receive that same forgiveness, you have to have that forgiveness in your heart. And I have to tell myself this sometimes, because like me, I hold a grudge and I don't be wanting to forgive. But then I think about, you know what, Monica, you holding yourself back from being whoever God wants you to be because you can't forgive. So let's forgive, guys. Let's not hold a grudge against someone. Yes, they may have hurt you. Yes, they may have they have said some things that made you upset. But instead of holding a grudge, treat them with kindness. You can One thing you can never hurt nobody doing is killing someone with kindness. Killing someone with kindness. Because they're gonna be wondering like, why she's so nice to me? Because you know what? I'm not gonna let what you did to me steal my joy and take me out of character. So I'm gonna kill you with kindness. Um, so guys, we're gonna go ahead and recap. What we talked about today, guys, is why holding a grudge is bad for you and how to let it go. Um, the first thing I said is don't play the victim. Do not play the victim and feel like someone is the cause of your pain. And just say, you know what, you're the reason why I went through where I went through. Go through your healing process. Don't hold that grudge. And know that what you went through, it made you a overcomer and an overachiever, because guess what, you're not in that same position anymore with that individual. And then the second thing is, don't vilify the other person. Don't make that person that you're trying to hold a grudge a villain, because sometimes people can be going through something, and sometimes we have miscommunications, and people don't do things to you, do things because of you. It could be something that they are doing or something they are struggling with in their own life. So sometimes it's okay to give people the benefit of the doubt. So the third thing is remove emotions and see the truth. We need to make sure that uh, like that, know that life is short and we all have flaws too. And we must not discount those for the sake of proving someone else's right. So know that, with this, see the truth. See what's really going on. Remove your emotion from the situation and just help someone. Someone could be going through something and just talk to them. So remove your emotions and see the truth because sometimes people could be going through something. And then the fourth thing is act with kindness. It's okay to treat people with kindness because sometimes it can help them put their guard down. And you may not, and you may realize they may not be acting this way because of you. It could because they may be going through something. And you being mature about the situation will let them know that it's okay to let their guard down and that, you know what, I can respond to you and let you know what's really going on with me. So act with kindness because sometimes people can do stuff to you and you be like, Lord, uh, I ain't gonna never fool with her again because she done did. Because I did not have to be at work. I did something, honey, but it's okay. I still treat them nice. I still treat them nice. And then the fifth thing is if it's time, let the relationship go. So if you're in a situation or relationship, friendship, or whatever, and their intentions are not for pure and they're steady continuously to hurt you, it's okay to let them go. Especially if they're only giving out bad vibes and negative energy. No one wants that. So always connect, like I would tell you, always connect yourself to positive energy. Always connect yourself to positive energy. The sixth thing is see forgiveness as a strength. Never think that forgiving someone, you're weak for forgiving someone. Because in real life, that's what makes you strong. Because you know why? No one is perfect. And people, you may do something to hurt someone and you may ask them for forgiveness. So you have to, if you want to be given to the benefit of the doubt, why not give someone else? Because you know what? We don't know what road someone has taken to get where they're at. And we have to be the ones that walk beside them in a time that is given to us to be that sense of forgiveness and understanding. Even though I say it's hard to forgive somebody that done stole from me, I understand you holding a grudge because they done stole, or you holding a grudge because, hey, they borrowed some money for you and paid it back. Well, maybe they still struggling and they can't pay you back. So, you just have to have patience with them. But I just want you guys to know if you can't do nothing else, be kind without a need of anything in return. Can we do that? Even if that means saying goodbye to someone, let the grudge go with kindness towards both yourself and to other people. And once you are able to forgive someone and let go of the grudge, you can start living your life for the better and you can have a freer life. You'll find that you'll suffer less, you become less angry, and you'll feel more empowered as the person that is the hero to your story. You never know how someone may later serve you in life. And I have heard that if you don't give them a chance now. Holding grudges, guys, shortens your life. It hurts our mental health and it ruins relationships. Let a grudge go and know that you will have a happier life if you do so. So don't hold any more grudges. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I hope you guys got something out of this. I appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll know each time I come out with the video. As well, guys, I will be doing a book review on this book. It's called Sweet Gum. Ooh, it's showing real good today. Um, this book is by the author Aretha Renee, and I am reading this book for this month, and the information will be in my description box below. And as well, guys, make sure you are connecting to my featured channel for the month, which is Baking with Charlayne. And as well, guys, make sure you are connected to my mother, BJ's Good News. She should be coming out with the video today. If not, then she'll come out maybe in a few more days. But she's supposed to come out with the video today. So, and as well, guys, shout out to the TBT squad. That is myself, Blogs and Fishing, and the McRae Kingz. Make sure you guys are connecting to all these wonderful people. And guys, y'all have a happy Monday. Make sure that you don't let anything or anyone steal your joy. If they didn't give it to you, they can't take it away. Thank you. Bye.